Good morning, everyone. I'm glad that you're able to join me this morning. My name is Debbie Foster, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Bismarck, Arkansas. Let me bring my iPad up so I can watch the comments as you come on. Located in Bismarck, Arkansas. And I need to mute myself. I don't want to hear myself. Okay, be sure that you comment and share the video. I'll be putting it on YouTube later today, so you can also subscribe to that and like it, and that helps my viewers. So, as I say, just come on and say hello. Good morning, Jackie. I'm just going to give a couple minutes for everybody to get on board here. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Let me catch my breath a bit. I've been kind of rushing around this morning. Like I said, say hello when you come on, so I know that you're here. Hope everybody's doing well today. I'm just watching my comments. That's why I'm turning my head away. Let me go ahead and turn you down here, and we'll just go through all the news for today. And that'll give us time to get everything situated where it needs to be. Okay. Let's see how that looks on screen. Well, that don't look too bad, but I think I can maybe move it a little bit, tweak it. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Does it look good, everybody? I wonder if I should zoom it any. I think I might just leave it where it is. Okay, like I said, my name is Debbie Foster. I'm creating with Debbie, and you can shop with me in my store, online store, which is www.debbiefoster.stampinup.net. And any products that I'm showing today, you can find those on my online store, and plus other supplies that you might be needing. And you can email me at creatingwithdebbie179@gmail.com. And I also have a blog address, which is creatingwithdebbie179.blogspot.com. And if you want to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, here's the address for that. I think I might need to zoom in just a tiny bit here. Let me see if I can do that without messing up too much. I was waiting for my iPad to catch up to me. Okay, yeah, I think I like that. And our host code for March is JTQQG3H. And if your order is under $150, please use that host code. And I'd also like to invite you to join my team. It costs you $99, and you get to choose whatever products you want. And on top of that $99, you get to choose $125 worth of products and only pay $99 plus your sales tax. It's free shipping. So if you have any questions on that, be sure that you either instant message me on Facebook or email me. I'd be happy to give you the details on that. And with that, joining my team, you also get a 20% discount on everything that you buy. So that's a kind of an added plus to all that. So kind of keep it in mind and see if it might be something that you'd be interested in doing. Okay, so we've got our paper pumpkin promotion going on. It's called So Cool. And I'm wondering if I need more lighting in here. Let me get my lights on here. Let me see what that looks like. I think that's good. Okay, our paper pumpkin for April is called So Cool. And you can sign up for that until April 10th. It's going on right now until April 10th to sign up. And this month, you kind of see the ice cream and all that stuff going on. So let me tell you what it's going to include. Okay, this vivid summer-inspired kit includes 2 full sticker sheets and all supplies needed to make 12 fun-shaped cards with matching envelopes. So when you first sign up, you're going to get a block, and with each monthly paper pumpkin, you get a small ink spot. And it'll be whichever color is they're showcasing that month. So, let me see if I can tell you anything else about that today. I'm just looking through my paperwork. I'm not very organized this morning. Okay, here's a better description of it. It says, kit includes enough supplies to make 12 fresh, fun-shaped cards, 6 popsicles, and 6 blank semicircles to color, and coordinating envelopes. Kit includes card bases, 2 full sticker sheets, decorative die-cut pieces, embellishments, and more. And this will coordinate with the ice cream corner suite that we had from our January to June 2021 mini catalog. So it kind of goes along with that. So I'm kind of excited to see it. It's going to be fun. And if you have kids at home, that'd be a good project for them too. So everything's included, and all they'll need is just their scissors and maybe an extra adhesive, but otherwise everything comes with it. Okay, and we still got our Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick going on. Stampin' Up! Back in 2017 for Celebration had the Hey Chick stamp set, and now they've added the dies to it, and they brought the stamp set back again. And plus they've added a Hey Birthday Chick bundle, the stamp and the dies that you can have to go with that. So if you want any information on that, how to order that, just get with me. Or you can do a search online and just search for Hey Chick, Birthday Chick, and it should bring it up. Okay, and then we've got our promotion going on for the butterfly bouquet. This is a stamp and die set. You can buy it as a bundle, or you can just buy one or the other. It's really nice. And we had the butterfly Bougeot 6x6 designer's paper that went with it, but that has now sold out, so that's no longer available. So it was real popular, and it didn't last very long. So if you have any questions on those, just get with me and I'll help you. So I'm thinking that's all the news that we've got going on for today. Let me set all that aside. We'll get down to doing our cards. So we're going to start out, we're going to be using that ice cream bundle. And here's the paper. It's 12 by 12 sheets, double-sided. And we're going to be using the one for the cones, and we're going to be using these two here. So I kind of changed up the colors of the card that we're going to be doing today. Here is the original one that I was going to do, but I changed my colors. Instead of using the old olive, the greens, I'm going to change it and use the terracotta tile, which is this color here. And we're going to do kind of a fun fold with this today, so let me get my bits and pieces out here. And I originally was going to do this fun fold, but it was kind of complicated, so I may do that another day. And it's got like this. That folds in and this folds over it. That was my original I was going to do, but I've changed my mind and I changed it up a little bit. But we might do that another day. But here's the card. And it's kind of a fun fold where it's just got the backing on the back and then another card on top of that. So I thought that'd be kind of fun for today. And I'm not getting a full view in here. I'm wondering, let me see how I can adjust this. I'm kind of cutting off part of my, maybe it's because I've zoomed in so much. Let me see if that's better. I don't want to be out of camera view. Yeah, I think that's better. So like I said, be sure you say hello when you come on so I know that you're here. And be sure to share the video and like it. Okay, so we're going to start out with the back of our card, which is the terracotta tile cardstock. And that measures 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. And then we've got another piece of white cardstock that measures 4 inches by 10 1/2 inches. And I've scored it at 5 1/4 inches. So we're going to burnish that really good. And that's going to glue on top of this piece of cardstock here. So we're going to get our glue and do that. Is everybody having a good Monday? Mine's been good. No complaints. Just I've been busy this morning already. At the last minute, I changed up this card here, so I had to put everything together for that. So I did that while I was having my coffee this morning. Okay, and then we've got a piece of the Designer Series paper, which measures 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. And we're going to glue that directly on top of our white. I guess it doesn't matter which direction these go. I wasn't really sure how it went, but I don't think it makes any difference. Whichever way you prefer is what I figure. Okay, so we glued that down. So here we have it so far. And then I've die cut another piece of the terracotta tile, and I used the stitched nested labels. And I'm using the larger one. And we're going to put that on dimensionals. So I've got my sheet of dimensionals are almost gone, but I use every bit of them. I don't throw it away. I use even the edges. So and another one over here, and maybe one in the middle to support it so it doesn't cave in on me. I'm going to take your pick tool and I'm going to pop off the backings of those dimensionals. Pretty quiet this morning. I usually hear traffic going by, but the highway's kind of quiet this morning. Which I'm not complaining. Okay, I want to make sure I got this turned right. Yeah. And this is going to sit in the middle. Now, Amber last week had asked me to make some birthday cards for a man. And this could be for either a man or a child, so everybody likes ice cream. There's no age limit. Okay, so we're going to take our punch. Now we're going to set our card aside for a moment. And this is the ice cream cone builder punch. We're going to be taking that. We're going to take our paper, and we're going to use this little triangle here to cut out the cone. So we're just going to put our paper in there, and we're just going to snip our cone out of there. And I've decided to use this paper here, and we're going to cut out our ice cream. So I'm just going to kind of put it where I think I might like it to be. Which color do I want? We're going to have 3 different scoops here, so I'm trying to get the different shades. That's not big enough there. Here's one that's good. And one more. Which one should we do? That's kind of like that one already. Okay, so we'll put our punch aside and our paper there. So we've got 3 different scoops here. Now we just need to figure out how we want to arrange them. I'm thinking probably this one there. And maybe one there. Well, no, I'm going to go with this one. And then the lighter one. And then this one on top. So we're going to start gluing those together. So I'm just going to put a thin line across the top of our cone here. And attach that scoop to that one. And then we're just going to build it. And this one. For some reason I'm not seeing any comments, unless nobody's talking. Okay, and then another one there. Okay. Alright, so we have our ice cream cone stuck together. Oh, we need some sprinkles on that ice cream cone. So I'm going to come back in here with our sprinkles. Oh, I didn't show you the stamp set. Here's the stamp set. We're using the sweet ice cream. Kind of got ahead of myself there. So I'm using the terracotta tile ink, and we're going to put some sprinkles on top of this ice cream cone. And I like it because it matches up really well. It's the same shape as the scoops are. I don't know if you can tell. And there we have our sprinkles on top of our ice cream. And let me set some of this stuff aside. So I've also cut out the label using the ornate layers. So we're going to stamp our sentiment on there, our happy birthday. And we're going to use our terracotta tile to do that with. And stamp that right in the center of that die cut. And I should have been using my cushion. We're using the photopolymer here. That looks pretty good. So here's our happy birthday. So I'm going to arrange my sentiment on there first, so I make sure I've got room for my ice creams. But I'm only going to put glue in the center part because it's kind of hangs off the edge of the die cut there. And that looks like it's crooked. See if I can't fix this. Maybe not. It might have been down too long. No, we're just going to leave it alone. It's kind of crooked, but maybe it won't show too much. So we're going to put that at the bottom. And then we're going to place our ice cream cone over here. And we're not going to glue the whole thing. We're just going to do the bottom portion with glue, because the top portion is going to be sticking off the side of it a bit. So just kind of match it up there. And then we're also going to add some of the ice creams here. And we're going to just fussy cut those out. So I'm going to get my scissors. And what colors do we want to do? I'm thinking maybe this one. Maybe these two here. They're kind of matchy-matchy. So did everybody have a good weekend? It sure was nice yesterday. Nice sunshine, and temperatures weren't bad. I think we reached 70. I'm not sure what the temperature actually was. Okay, there's one. These are easy to cut out because it's mostly straight lines. And this one. So I hope Amber's on here today. So alright, so here we go. And now we're going to attach these onto there. We're just going to put glue on the backs. Just place them on the right side of our die. Alright, so there we have that. And I didn't cut my inside. Oh, never mind, I did. So we're going to stamp the inside, and we're going to put with sprinkles on top. So we've got Happy Birthday with sprinkles on top. And we're also going to use the terracotta tile to stamp that with. And just place that in the middle of our inside of our card. And I'm going to add some sprinkles on the inside too, to kind of dress it up a little bit. Put some there. And on that corner. So here's the inside of our card, and there's the outside. But we're going to add some, these are called ice cream corner sprinkles, little sprinkles. So we're going to add some of those to our card. And to do that, I'm just going to put some dots of glue to hold them down. And there, and there. 3, 4, 5. We always do them in odd numbers, so I'm going to do 5 sprinkles. Where did I get the 12 at? We don't want 12, we want 5. So we're just going to get out different colors here. And terracotta tile. And maybe this one. And which other one? Maybe another terracotta tile. Okay. Put the lid on my sprinkles before I have them all over the place. Alright, so here we have our first card. And you could also put some Wink Stella on your ice creams if you wanted to. It opens like this. Alright, so there's our first card. And we'll get the stamps all out of the way. So we've got another birthday card we're going to do. Let me close up my ink pad. It could be an accident waiting to happen. So here's our next birthday card. Happy birthday. And here's the inside. Hoping all your birthday wishes come true. And we're using the Weldon, which is this one, stamp set. And this also comes with the punch. The whale builder, we're going to be using that. I guess it's just whale punch. Alright, so, and the paper that we're using is the Whale of a Time 6x6 Designer Series paper. And it's really colorful. And there's some more on the back. So we'll go ahead and get started. Get all my bits and pieces out here. So we're going to start out using our Just Shade cardstock. And that measures 5.5 by 8.5, and then it's scored at 4 1/4 inches. And we're going to burnish the edge of that. I need to get my instructions out here, my measurements. Okay, and then we've got a piece of the Designer Series paper, which measures 2 3/4 inches by 5.5 inches. And then another piece of Pretty Peacock that measures 3 inches by 5.5 inches. And we're just going to map those two together. So let's glue that on there. They'll match up top and bottom, but they'll have a little border on the edges. So, like this. And before we glue that down to our card base, we're going to do some stamping. And we're using the Pretty Peacock ink. And don't forget that our 2019 to 2021 in colors are going to be retiring here in just a really short time. Next month, I think it is. Well, I'll be retiring before the next catalog comes out in May. So it'll be Pretty Peacock, Purple Posy, Seaside Spray, and Rococo Rose. So that's the inks, the refills, the ribbons, the paper, all that. So if you're needing any of those colors, be sure that you stock up now before they're all gone. And they will sell out really fast. So, okay, so we're going to decorate our card here. And we've got quite a few stamps here that we're going to be using. And I'm just going to stamp along the borders, the edges. So we're going to start out with the this one here, which is, oh gosh, I'm going blank here, jellyfish. And I should have stamped off. Let me stamp off on these first. I don't want it quite that dark, so we'll do this side. And then I'm going to do a seahorse. And we're going to stamp him off too. And then I've got some coral. And some fishes. Make sure I've got them going the right direction. Oops, it came off my stamp. Acrylic block. All right. And I've got some bubbles here. Okay, so I think that's good. Set our stamps aside here. I'm going to take the happy birthday from the ice cream one, and we're going to stamp that. Let me clean my stamp off. What did I do with it? There it is. Get my chamois here. I don't want to cross two different colors here. So we're just going to stamp that onto a scrap of white. Let's use this one here. And then we're just going to fussy cut that out. All right. And we'll take our paper snips here, and we're just going to cut around here. Doing this technique is really popular right now, so without a die, you just fussy cut around the lettering. Let me get that out of my way so I can work better. You don't have to be exact, so all right, like that. All right, so we go ahead and we can glue this down to the front of our card. Oops, I got glue over there. I didn't want to do that. And put that down on the front of our card and center it. Make sure it matches up top and bottom. Got glue on my fingers. Okay, so our paper, one of our papers has the whales on, and the whale punch matches up. Oops, that's a wrong punch. We'll match up and cut out the whales. So I've already done that ahead of time. So, I know I did. I just cut them out. I need to punch them out yet. Unlock my punch here. And we're going to put him in there and stamp him, punch him out. Alright, so here we have our whale. And then I've die cut our circles out using the layering circles dies. So I've got a scalloped one that I've cut out, die cut with a pretty peacock. And then I've got our white that I just cut out with a regular circle. And I've got something on there. Looks like glue or something. We can cover that up. So I'm going to glue those two together. And then I'm going to glue our whale onto there. And I'll let his tail hang off just a tiny bit on the edge. And then we're going to put these up on dimensionals. And take the tools right here. We're going to pop those backings off. And then we're going to put that on the front of our card. But first I want to put dimensionals on our happy birthday. I want to put that on there first. So I know how much room I have. So we might as well use up the rest of our dimensionals here. And one right there. I should have been using my take your pick tool. It'd be easier to get the backings off than trying to use my fingernails that I don't have. Alright, so we're going to center that on the top of our card. And then we're going to put this right below it. In the center. And then I've got some little gems here. And we're going to put those on there. Oops, that's sticky there. We're going to do 3s. And another one. Maybe we'll put it over here. I think I've got a dog hair there or something. Okay, so here's the front of our card. And so let's work on our inside. And I didn't put the sentiment in here, did I? I thought I did. Am I missing? No, I didn't. There it is. And we're using the pretty peacock again. And we're just going to stamp that in the center of our inside of our card. And the measurements on the white for the inside of the card measure 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we're going to add some fishes to this, being it says, hoping all your birthday fishes come true. So we're going to put some fish going along here, and maybe some over here. Let me close up this ink pad. And we'll glue this to the inside of our card. I'll be putting all these on my blog later today, so you can get all the measurements from there. So, I was looking at the wrong card here. I feel like I'm all thumbs today for some reason. My fingers aren't working today. And get that positioned right there. Did I put anything on the inside other than that? No. Oh, we did. We're going to put a whale on the inside too. So get my ink pad back here. And we'll stamp the whale at the bottom. Alright, so here's the inside of our card with our whale. And it says, happy birthday. And our inside, hoping all your birthday fishes come true. Hi, Amber. Hey. Glad you got on. Hi, Marlene. Hey. You can go back and watch the replay if you missed anything. Okay, so there's our 2 birthday cards. So now we're going to do a springtime card, being this weekend was the first spring weekend, so move some of my things away here, just make some room. So here's our card, Happy Spring, and the inside, make today ridiculously awesome. Okay, so let's get started on that. The paper that we're using is the Hydrangea Heel. It's very pretty. I love hydrangeas. The stamp sets that we're going to be using is the Timeless Tulips and the Ridiculously Awesome stamp sets. And the ink is going to be the Highland Heather. And we're using the Stitch Shapes dies. So let's put this all together. I have bits and pieces out here. Did I have any instructions? I don't think I did. I thought I wrote them down. Maybe I didn't. No, I guess I didn't. Okay, we're going to have to wing this one. Okay, I'm using the Highland Heather cardstock, and that measures 5 1/2 inches by 8 1/2 inches, and then it's scored at 4 1/4 inches. So we're going to go ahead and burnish that. And I've got a piece of white cardstock. Get the right one here. And this measures, let me get my ruler to make sure I'm giving you the right measurements. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So that's going to be one of our mats here. And we're going to glue the Designer's Series paper. I've got the lilac, and then I've got the Highland Heather stripes. But these both measure 2 inches wide by, I think it's 5 1/8 inches. So we're just going to glue those to our white mat here. We're just going to leave a small border going around it. So we'll start with this one. And we're just going to leave a small border going around the top and the bottom, the top and the sides of that one. And then we're going to glue our lilacs on top of that. And trying to figure out which way they probably should go. Looks like that might be correct. We're just going to leave a small border at the top and the sides. It's hard to see on the white here. Okay, so I think I've got those matched up. I'm thinking I need to change my blade on my cutter. It's kind of getting raggedy edges here. Okay, so we've got our sheer ribbon, which is the gorgeous grape. And we're going to cut a piece of that to go across our seam there. I found my scissors here. And we're just going to take some Scotch tape and we're going to attach that to the back of our card there. And we're just going to put that along the seam to kind of cover it. And make sure we're going straight here. And another piece of tape there. Alright, so now we can glue that to the front of our card. And make sure I've got it going the right way. I'm just going to leave a tiny edge going around it. Alright, so there you can see that. And it looks like I'll need to bring in my baby boss here. I'm going to die cut. Let me get our plates here. There it goes. And a number 1 and 2 2s. Number 1 and number 2. And we're using the ovals. I'm using the 2 smallest ones. So it'll be this one and this one. So we're going to cut out this larger one using the purple Highland Heather. And I need to turn it around here. The baby boss is good to have on your desk. It doesn't take up much space, so I like keeping it right on my workspace here. Alright, and then we're going to cut out the white one using the small one. And I could have stamped that first, but I'm going to cut it out first and then stamp it. I'm going to be brave here. Alright, put these aside. And she folds right up. lights over there. Got my dies, I don't use them. Alright, so we have our Highland Heather, and then we have our small white one. And we're going to stamp on there. But I couldn't find just a happy spring, so I'm going to mask off part of this stamp which says Happy Easter, Happy Spring, Happy, Happy Everything. But I'm going to use my Scotch tape, and I'm going to mask off the words that I don't want to use. So I'm just going to keep the Happy Spring and mark off the rest of them. So very carefully do this. I'm just using Scotch tape to do this. And make sure I don't do the wrong one here. We're going to do this one. And I'm going to double check to make sure I've got it right. Yeah, I just want to keep the Happy Spring. So we're going to come in here with our Highland Heather ink. And we're just going to ink up our Happy Spring. Make sure I got a good coverage. And don't forget to take the tape back off. Alright, I might have to huff on this for a minute to get it moistened up again. And then we're going to stamp our Happy Spring right there in the middle of our small oval. Okay, pretty good. So that's how you can utilize your stamps to change the wording on it. If you don't want the whole thing, you can tape it, mask it off. So it's a nice little trick to use. Just making sure I don't have any ink on my fingers here. So we're going to glue these two together. And we're going to put that down on the center of that. And it looks like move a little bit there. And I'm going to put that up on dimensionals also. And let's see if I got enough here. And use up these edges of your dimensionals. And take your pick tool and pop those off. I sure feel like I'm all thumbs today. I don't know what's going on. My fingers just don't seem to want to work today. Maybe it was too much coffee this morning or something. Okay, so we're going to place this at the bottom of our card here. You can see right there. And then we're going to bring our ribbon back in here. We're going to tie a faux bow. We're just going to tie this around our other ribbon and just tie a knot. And I'm going to cut that off so I can work with it. Okay, and I want it to go the other way. Can I get it to turn on me? Okay, so I'm going to trim off the tails of that. And then I've got some pearls, which are in that same suite with the Hydrangea Hill. And it's called Pastel Pearls. I'm going to take my pick tool and I'm going to come in. I'm going to go with the lighter. Oops, I didn't want that to stick there. There we go. And I'm just going to place them down here. And maybe one over here. So here's the front of our card. So let's do the inside of our card. This one measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches of white cardstock. And we're going to stamp the Make Today Ridiculously Awesome on the inside of our card. And we're going to use the Highland Heather ink. Ink that up really good. And we're going to stamp that in the middle. And I'm just going to set it there for just a moment so the ink soaks in. And then we've got a piece of the Designer Series paper that I trimmed off. We're just going to put that at the bottom of our card here. Yeah, I really need to change my blade and my cutter. It's kind of jaggedy. Maybe I can scratch the edges off of it. Just put a little bit of glue along there. And then we're just going to leave just a tiny border at the bottom. Oops. I'm going to turn it over to make sure. Yeah, it looks good. So then we're going to glue that to the inside of our card. And make sure I've got it going the right direction. Can I slide that up any? No, it's not going to let me. I need to move it over a bit. All right. Some glue on my fingers I need to get off. There we go. Get the lid on my glue. Okay, so here's our third card. Happy Spring. Make Today Ridiculously Awesome. So let me bring our cards all in here. Here's our third card. I'm not sure if I can get them all in view here. And our 2 birthday cards. I'm just giving it time to catch up on the iPad so I can see if I need to move these around. No, I think that looks pretty good. So there we have our 3 cards for today. We've got 2 birthday and 1 happy spring. So I'm thinking probably next week I might do an Easter card. Being that it's coming up on Easter here in a couple weeks. Hi Cheryl, glad you could join. Be sure that you go back and watch the replay. And I'll also be on YouTube later today, so you can catch me on there. Just do a search for Creating with Debbie, and it should come up for you. But that's about all I had for today, so yeah, I guess that's it for today. We kind of got done kind of fast today. I don't know how I did that. Might have been more prepared than what I thought I was. So anyway, y'all have a good day. Enjoy the sunshine out there today. I think we've got some rain coming in tonight. But hope you'll be able to do some stamping this week. And if you have any questions, be sure that you get with me and I'll help you as best I can. So I'm going to say goodbye for today, and we'll see you next Monday, same time, 10:30. And I'm not sure exactly what all we'll be doing. I'm going to try to do an Easter card, and then other than that, I don't know what else. But if you have any suggestions, be sure that you let me know. So I'm going to say bye. I'll see you next week.